And here we go. Okay, so first we're gonna begin in standing position. So just mountain pose, feet probably hip distance width apart, and just stand here. Start to feel your body. Breathe in, and then take a breath out. One more time, a big breath in, feeling the lungs fill up with air, and out. There we go, perfect. So now we're just gonna begin to start by rolling our shoulders backward a little. So just taking your time, moving with your breath. There we go, moving on to the wrists. Just getting some synovial fluid moving. There we go, we're gonna take our neck to the right, and when we do that, we're gonna walk our left shoulder out a little. Breath in and out. To the back. And then to the other side, taking that right hand and walking it out for a stretch right here as well. There we go, there we go. Maybe a little back and forth, nothing too heavy. There we go, we'll do some hip circles. Pops and cracks are welcome in this whole practice. There we go, taking the right foot up. And this is where if you feel like you have a little less balance, you can hold on to the wall. Kind of doing some hip circles there. There we go. And onto the left side. There we go, making sure checking in with our posture. And last foot, doing circles with the right foot, pointing and flexing the foot. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. And see, I even lose my balance. There we go. Okay, so then we're gonna take a little bit of a wider stance, and we're just gonna go bend the right knee a little bit and straighten the left. So a little bend, and it's a little hip opener. There we go, just moving with our breath. And what you wanna do, because a lot of my ladies, they're like, oh, I can't do my arms, so you can bring your arms up and just pull down. Just moving at your own pace here, or you can follow me. You know, it's your practice, I'm just your guide. There we go, just getting those hips warmed up. Say hello to Gino. You could do some more hip circles. There we go. And then I have them, I usually come do it for them because they can't bend down, but I have the blocks right here. So if you feel like you can't bend down as much, don't feel like you have to go all the way down. You know, you can be here, and this is a stretch too. The main thing is just to let your hands fall loose and your neck relax. So your neck isn't like straight, it's relaxed, it's down. You're breathing here. You can turn to the right, turn to the left. And if you want another stretch, you can take your arms behind you, clasping them together. There we go. And then when you inhale, you're gonna come up, you're gonna tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly roll back up so you don't get dizzy and lose your balance. So that's another good trick, is to tuck your chin to your chest so you don't feel any dizziness. There we go, perfect. So now we're gonna just kind of shake it out, you know, do whatever your body needs. Take a big breath in and out, there we go. Okay, so starting with our right foot, we're gonna take our right foot forward and our left foot back, both toes facing towards the wall here. And we're gonna do kind of like a warrior one pose. So our knees are both facing this way. Check in, make sure your front knee is not over your toes. It should be in line with your ankle, and your back knee, your toes don't have to be completely, they're kind of like at a 45 angle. So there we go, just kind of bending and coming up, bending and coming up. Here's another thing, is where you can add the arms. So if you want, pulling down. Or a lot of my ladies have their hands on their hips to keep their balance. Inhale. And exhale. So this is kind of more like a workout yoga, but if you want, you could just hold the pose here and then come up. And then whenever you feel like you can stretch some more, come down. So it's kind of whatever you prefer. If you like more restorative yoga or more workout yoga. There we go, perfect. So now with this back foot, my right leg is bent. My back foot, my toes are gonna turn out. There we go. And that's a different stretch on your hip. So just continuing to bend. There we go, breathing, checking in with your body, checking in with your breath. There we go, we can add the arms. Inhale. Exhale, let's go ahead and reach that left arm back and right arm forward. There we go. If you feel comfortable, you can go ahead and have your blocks right here on the inside of your right foot, taking that arm down, the right arm down, the left arm up. There we go. If it's in your practice, straighten that right front leg. Breathing in and breathing out. Good job, yes. There we go. Whenever you feel ready, go ahead and hinge at the hips, coming forward, letting those arms down, putting a bend. And you can either just slowly walk your front foot or slowly walk your back foot. There you go, coming back to mountain pose. Let's take a big breath in here. So on an inhale, we can either bring our arms up, exhale them down, or you can just stay in mountain pose for a breath. There we go. So now with the left leg, the left toes facing towards the window, and the right toes at a 45. There we go, there we go. Putting a bend in that front knee again, making sure our knee is in line with our ankle. There we go, and let's just start to bend. There we go, making sure we're breathing. And whenever you feel ready, you can go ahead and turn that right foot toes out. There we go. So our toes are like this. There we go, there we go. Putting a bend in that front leg. Taking a big breath in and taking a big breath out. There we go, there we go. We can go ahead and put those arms out, reaching backward and forward. Then again, if it's in your practice, coming down, you can have the blocks right here. So you're higher up. This is a nice good stretch for back here. Breathing, you can straighten those legs if it's in your practice. There we go, coming up, hinging at the hips. A few more circles, whatever you feel like you need to do. There we go, and shaking it all out. There we go. Closer stance, just a little bit, and we're gonna squat a little. So just coming down in a nice squat. There we go, just helps activate your muscles here, just makes labor a little bit easier. And what you can do if you wanna work out your arms, so arms up when we're squatting, down when we're straight, up when we're squatting, down when we're straight, up when we're squatting, down when we're straight. Breathing in and out, in and out, in. There we go. And you're gonna face forward again. We're gonna take our stance a little wider. Here's where you might need to put, my lady does 3 or 4. When it was closer to pregnancy, 4. 3 blocks behind her. You're gonna bring your hands together in prayer position. Or you could do your legs coming slowly down, coming into a squat. And then what the block does is it kind of helps you open up your chest a little bit so your belly's not all. So you're kind of sitting up higher, so you're like this. So you're not like, just all about opening the belly, maybe sending love, light, and good energy to your stomach. Sitting here, let's go ahead and come on up. If you feel dizzy, tuck that chin. Bring the head up. There we go. Shake the arms out. Let's do it one more time. So bring slow as you can go, coming down. Checking in with your breath, noticing your breath. If you're advanced, you can turn your toes out more. Lean side to side maybe for a different stretch. It's all about your body, how you feel. Bringing that butt up, coming up, using the power in your legs. There we go. Let's go ahead and shake it out. There we go. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take another wide stance, just a little wider than hip distance, and we're gonna point both of our toes as much as possible straight out. So this toe towards the window, this toe towards the wall. And you probably can't do it like all the way because I can't even do that and I'm not pregnant and your balance is off and it's just hard. So, there we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come squat like this. You can have your arms down on your knees, or if you feel comfortable, go ahead and take your arms out. Then when we come down, we're gonna pull. Now we're like a starfish. Coming down, breathing. These are all very good exercises for labor, just to kind of get your muscles strong and just to use them. Your muscles want to be used. There we go. A few more times. There we go, and then if it's in your practice, you can go ahead and come on down here again. Or if not, you can just take a simple mountain's pose like this. Just catch your breath. Or you can even fold forward using the blocks. There we go, tucking the chin, coming back up. Bring our feet together. Shake it out. Roll those shoulders. Roll the neck. Whew. Just get your groove on. Okay, so now we're gonna take a tree pose. So remembering your balance is really off when you're pregnant. So I would be by a wall. My lady who was 8 months and 2 weeks, she could do it without a wall, but she did it more on her ankle, kind of on her calf. So kind of just depends, you know your body. If you're not sure, I would definitely take a wall. Just come over here, put your hand on the wall, and then take the pose. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take we're starting with our right foot. So we're gonna lift that back heel up and we're gonna transfer the weight into our left foot here. So you can either take your hands at your hips or at your heart or just down, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna slowly lift it up. So if you're here, you can go ahead and take it to your ankle for a low tree, which is just as hard as everything else. It's just not as high. If you feel like your balance is good, you can bring it up to your calf. And then if you really want to challenge yourself, I would bring it up to the thigh. And the thing here is to find a drishti, a focal point that's not moving that you can focus on. That'll help you keep your balance. So just taking a few breaths in here. Focusing on your drishti. Going to your place of stillness and calm. There we go. Let's go ahead and take that foot down. Shake it out if we need to. And then we're going to go ahead and go to the other side. So transferring our weight into the right foot. You're going to want to not lock your knee though. Keep a little bend in the knee. You're going to bring that left heel up a little. And then if you feel it's in your practice, taking it up to your ankle, your calf, or your thigh. Once you feel like you're situated, find your drishti, or find your drishti, then get situated, whatever works for you. Breathing in and out. There you go. Bring that foot back down. You can shake it out. Then if you feel like your toes kind of need a little stretch, you can pick your right foot up again and bring your front toe down. So the thing is, you're not going to want to do your pinky toe, like don't go like this, because pressing on the pinky toe can induce labor. So let's just stick with the big toe, just kind of rolling if you feel like you need to. There you go, and other side, just if you feel like, you don't know, I like my toes popped, so I do this all the time. There you go. And then what we can do, if you feel like your shoulders need a little stretch, we can bring our arms to the back of us. So I'm going to turn around for you. So our arms are here, so we're going to bring right here to our bra. You might be down here, that's fine too. And bringing the other hand, coming into prayer position on the back side of us. This is a really good stretch. Making sure we're opening our shoulders. There you go. You can go side to side, or you can just stand. Just opening our shoulders, sending good energy to our shoulders, being thankful for our body. Breathing in and out. There we go. Perfect. So now transitioning down onto our knees, we're going to let our arms just slowly come back down. Just release. There we go. We might need to shake out the wrist. There we go. Okay, so coming back down. So we're here. You can use your blocks. There we go. Big breath in and out. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to take this right foot out, and you can have blocks on your left side here, just in case, you know, it's always good to be careful in case you feel a little wobbly. So our right foot is out here, and then, let's see, there we go. So then we're going to take that right arm and just kind of slide it down the leg, being sure to open the chest up so your belly doesn't feel like it's, you know, we're opening the belly in that space here. So chest up, there we go. Being also aware that we're not putting too much pressure on the low back here. There we go, we're gonna slide to the right, and you can either take your arm on your low back, your side, or you can take it and reach it over. Whatever works for you. Reaching over, there we go. And then we're gonna go to the other side. So the left side, we're gonna have our hands on the blocks. And again, you can either take your arm over or leave it on your hips. Whatever works for you, but just making sure we're keeping that chest open, that belly open. Breathing, going to your place of stillness. There we go. Bringing that arm down, and if you want to work out, you can pull while you're here. And back over here, one more time. There we go. Same here, you can pull. I like more restorative yoga, so I'm like, slow, breathe. There we go. Putting the hand on those blocks, slowly walking that foot in. You can also have blocks on this side if you feel wobbly. There we go. Let's bring the blocks over here. Scooting over, you might need to adjust. There we go. We're gonna take that left leg out. Taking a breath in. You can count while you breathe in to 4. So on an inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Whenever you take that left arm, sliding it down the left leg. Big breath in and big breath out. There we go. And reaching over to the right. And back over. There we go. There we go. Just doing whatever you feel is necessary. If you want to go forward, if you want to go backward. Just trying to keep this space right here very open. No pressure, bending, very open, chest open. There we go, good job. So we're gonna walk that foot in. So now we're gonna come into cat-cow. So whatever you feel like you need to do, you can either take a child's pose before we go into cat-cow, which is just simply having your knees out wide, and then walking forward a little bit, sitting those butt on your toes. You can have the hands forward or behind you. Just making sure that your knees are wide enough and high enough off the ground that your belly isn't having to have pressure on it. So whenever you feel ready, we can go ahead and come onto cat, our hands and knees, all fours. There we go. So we're gonna want to make sure our shoulders are in line with our wrists and our hips are in line with our knees here. There we go. So for cat, we're just gonna take our spine and round it like a Halloween cat. There we go. And for cow, we're gonna dive forward, tuck the tailbone, coming into cow. Here we go, moving into cat. And you can do this at your own pace. Try to slow it down though. You don't want to be just running through it. Really focusing on your breath when you do this. Inhale. And exhale. Taking a big inhale, coming into cat. Exhale, cow. However long you feel like you need here, this is a really good stretch and it relieves a lot of pressure on the lower back, so that's always good. So then whenever you feel ready, we're gonna go ahead and take our right arm and bring it straight forward. We're gonna wanna make sure we have a sturdy foundation in this left arm. So with this right arm, we're gonna start to do some circles. So just about 10 circles, moving with your breath. There we go. And then if your arm's not on fire yet, you can do it 10 more times. And then so what we're gonna do is, let me scoot forward here. We're gonna take our left leg out and straighten that as well. There we go. Try to bring your arm up an inch, your leg up an inch. If you feel it's necessary, you can bring that right arm down. If you're a rock star, keep it up while we do circles with our left leg. It's hard work. If you're not sweating, oh my goodness. So then we're gonna take our arms out to the side and our leg out to the side. There we go, bringing it back, and whenever you're ready, bringing that down. Whoo-wee, whoo. Got hot in here, so if you feel it's necessary, you can come into child's pose. Catching your breath here, maybe grabbing a sip of water, toweling off, just kind of coming back to your breath because that was kind of the first thing we did to get our heart rate up. There we go. There we go. Okay, so whenever you feel ready, let's go ahead and come on to our hands and knees again. So from here, we're going to take our left arm out and do, you guessed it, 10 circles. There we go, keeping that arm up. Let's go ahead and stretch that right leg out. There we go. Doing 10 circles. I'm cheating. Taking to the side. Woo-wee. And back. There we go, coming back down. You could do another child's pose if you feel it's necessary. Probably is. Woo-wee. Hi, Gino. Hi, Gino. Here we go. Slowly walk your hands all the way up. Coming back onto all fours. Then we're going to tuck our toes and push up into downward facing dog. You can pedal the feet here. Go forward a little, backward, there we go, coming back down. So the main thing with that is we're not going to want to go all the way forward because you don't really want to use your abs as much when you're pregnant. So there's that. What we're going to do to stretch the back of our foot here is going to be, we're going to tuck the toes, and you can either just come sit on them, and it's a nice good stretch. You can have your blocks here if you feel unstable. It's really good just to kind of stretch the heels out, something we don't really stretch a lot. Just taking a deep breath in. This is one of those stretches where you can kind of just sit and relax a little. There we go. You can do some neck rolls. There we go. Whenever you feel ready, go ahead and set them back down. You can come down on your forearms and kind of pat them out. There we go. There we go. So another thing we can do is we're going to push up back in the downward facing dog here. And then if you feel it's kind of too tight, you can widen your stance so it gives your belly more room. Then we're going to take our right foot up to the sky, just as high as you can, for a good stretch. There we go. Bring it back down. And the other leg, left leg up. There we go. Bring it back down. Coming back onto our hands and knees. We're going to take a few more cat-cows. And then if it's in your practice, we're gonna spine roll. So spine rolling is literally every section of your back, noticing it and making it move. So starting with the back part of your body. So I'm gonna curl it into cat-cow. So I'm in neutral right now. It's just a slow way to go through your whole back and be more in tune with your body. It's good for everyone to try, or you could just keep flexing from cat to cow, cat to cow. There we go. And then however you want to get there, we're going to make our way to seated. So a lot of my ladies like to just kind of do one of these, very slowly, being mindful with the blocks. There we go. So then from here, we're gonna take our legs into a butterfly. There we go. So you're gonna probably have them a little wider just because you're gonna have a belly. We're gonna put our hands on our knees, sticking the chest out, letting the neck go backward, the chin to the sky. There we go. Then we're gonna take our right arm down to the ground if it's in your practice, or you could do with some blocks. You can have like a block here and put it down, or you could just do your arms straight like this, whatever works for you. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this left arm and swing it over. There we go. Holding that stretch for a little. Opening our chest and coming back over. So now the left arm is on the ground or on your block or straight. Taking the right arm over. There we go. And from here, we're just gonna do this a few times. It gets our body moving, but it's nothing too strenuous. Moving at your own pace, your own breath. I'm just a guide. There you go. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do another chest opener. I'm just gonna turn so you can see this. So our legs are still in butterfly. Our chest is open, and we're going to walk our hands back to the back of us and just let our neck hang. This is really good when you're pregnant. You just want some space in here. Thinking positive thoughts, sending love, light, and good energy to your body. Whenever you're ready, bring the chin up, walking those fingers back forward. There we go. You can kind of stretch your, just kind of do some little of these. Just whatever you feel most comfortable with. So now we're gonna swing back forward. There we go. Now we're gonna take our legs out wide. And we're gonna point the feet and then flex them. Point them, I literally just put these socks on today, but whatever. And it's the shoes. And then keep doing that for a little bit. We're gonna take our right arm up. You can either bring your legs back to butterfly or keep them straight. Right arm up. Grabbing the elbow with your left arm. There we go. And switching sides, so left arm up, bending it, grabbing the elbow. There we go. Bring those arms slowly down. Taking the right arm across your chest. Breathing. And then swinging. Left arm across the chest. There you go. Just doing whatever you feel is necessary before we go into Shavasana. Maybe, yeah, if you want to shift your, if you want to shift your hips forward. Whatever works for you. So we're gonna lay on our right side, and you're gonna either take a block or a pillow or something and put it in between your knees here. And then what you can also do is put one underneath your chest or your arm here or your head, whatever kind of works for you. Just kind of play around and see what feels comfortable. There we go. So laying here, we're gonna check in with our breath, notice our body, feeling the workout we just did, thanking ourselves for showing up to yoga today and being on our mat. There you go. So starting with your feet, let's go ahead and bring our attention to our feet, relaxing our toes. Going down every single toe, starting with the big toe, the middle toe, and then the pinky toes. Moving on up into the ankle, letting that melt with your mat. Taking a big breath in and a big breath out. Letting your calf and your shins just relax. Moving on into your knee, letting that relax. Letting your quads and your hamstrings be one with the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Going to your place of stillness and calm. Maybe that's a mental picture or a mantra you use. So maybe in, out, or peace, calm, peace, calm, but you'll say it in your head. There we go. So moving on into the hips, we're gonna let those relax. Doing a body scan of our whole body. Moving on into the stomach, letting your stomach relax. Sending love, light, and good energy to your baby. Maybe you want to massage your stomach here a little. Moving on into our chest. Letting our chest relax. Moving on into the arms. letting your biceps and triceps just be one with the mat, giving yourself permission to relax, allowing yourself time. It is necessary. Moving on into the forearms. Then letting the wrists just be. Moving on into the fingers. Letting your pinky relax. Your ring finger relax. Your middle finger. Your index finger. And then your thumb. Breathing in, breathing out, checking in with your breath and your body. Moving on into the neck, letting the back of your neck relax. Then slowly moving to the front, giving yourself time and the love you deserve. Up into the jaw. Your jaw should not be together. Let your mouth have space. Your cheeks relaxing. Let your forehead go. Let your eyes relax. Finally, letting your ears relax. And then letting the tip top of your head just be one. So whenever you feel ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And at your own pace, usually taking about a minute or two to come back to your thoughts and reality. Breathing in, you can take that arm down, push yourself up. Then we're gonna meet in seated position. You can either take your legs out wide or crisscross, whatever works for you. We're gonna inhale, bringing the arms up. Exhale, bringing the arms down. We're gonna bow in namaste, meaning the light in my soul honors the light in your soul. So thank you for doing yoga with me. Have a fabulous day. And stretch, 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 stretch.